Hi everyone, this is Amanda, or also known as Fixing This RN. This feels so weird. I have not made a video in so long. I'm excited to start filming again. That is my ultimate goal. I've tried a couple of times, but life was just too hard. And I know everyone else has things going on, but I got to a point where I was getting burnt out. Not from videos per se, but I had been working extra jobs for over a year and a half, maybe even closer to 2 years, and I was just starting to feel it. So there, with this new job that I have, I work 5 days a week, but I also work on weekends with this new job, which I didn't with my previous job. And then add on the second job where I work every weekend. Sometimes I was working 13 days in a row, and I just didn't even have the energy to be present with my family. So I put this on the back burner for a little while, but I am hoping to get back into it. I am taking a break off from my teaching job, and that means that I'm actually getting days off. Like, for example, I have 2 days off this week, so I have today and tomorrow, and so I am excited. I haven't had 2 days off in a long time, and the other reason why I'm excited and why I want to date on here is because even though I have not been filming, I have still been putting money away towards paying off my debt. So I'm still in the debt snowball. My savings for like miscellaneous things has definitely taken a hit, but my debt I have still been committed to. And super excited because I think I have enough to pay off my debt for my bank loan. So I have a ton of debt. I will be paying off debt for at least a few more years, but my bank loan, which originally started at over $31,000, I think I'm going to get to pay off, to put the money in the bank to pay off. So I thought it would be super exciting for us to count the last of the money that I think I need. I will give you a rundown of where we're at, and I think that's it. So let's go ahead and get started. So I did cheat. So when I count, this will kind of be my double check before I take it to the bank. So hopefully you can see this. Let me see if I can zoom in just a little bit. So as of right now, when I checked today for my loan payoff, it would be $20,479.16. So that is the goal. I just watch it since I've been paying more attention and I knew I was getting close. I've been watching the interest creep up every single day. So it might be a little bit because I don't plan on paying it off till tomorrow. I'm going to let the money deposit and then I'll pay it off tomorrow. In the bank right now, I have a separate banking account that I've just been putting this money away towards. So I have deposited $15,413 total for this debt payoff, which brings my balance that I need left to $5,666.16. These are the challenges that I have left that I need to put money towards. So we'll go ahead and go through that. But before I do that, I'm expecting at least $5,666. I found a stray when I was putting this together for $184, so it might be actually closer to $5,850. Now, I have been putting money away for over a year. I think we're at a year and a half now. I originally paid off my car, and so this was the second debt because, again, I was doing this debt snowball. So I kind of just want to give some honorable mentions before I start counting, because that's really all this video is to celebrate that I think I have the money. It also means that at the end of the month, when I count all of this up, it's going to be less than normal because I'm just going to go ahead and deposit it. I'm too excited to wait till the end of the month. So some honorable mentions. I've done small scratch off challenges. I've done box challenges. So I have the ones that I just finished, but this book was amazing. So like I said, just an honorable mention for something that helped me along the way. This book saves over $6,000. This is from Boy Mom Loves to Save. And so this is something that I used for all the extra job income that I was getting because it was too much for just a regular debt video. And this book saved me over $7,000. So $7,180 is what I actually saved with this challenge. So again, this is from Boy Mom Loves to Save. And I had so much fun with it. So this was really nice. And then the other honorable mention is the Periodically Challenge. This all went to debt, and actually I think a little bit of it went to savings, and then I switched it over to debt. But regardless, mainly towards debt. And then this is from Eva over at budgetyourlife.com. $7,201 for this challenge. So that is what I've saved throughout this time. The other one that took a chunk is the Most Basic Savings. I'm still working on this one. This one will save over $15,000. But I saved $5,000 worth of debt in this. So a big chunk of this $5,000 is actually what we're going to put into the bank today. So that is mainly here. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get started. I'll show you the rest of what I have and mention those creators that I have left. So the Most Basic Challenge, that is in its own folder. And that does not have a challenge for me to show you. That's what I just showed you. So this is all the money that I have for this month for the Most Basic Challenge. There should be $2,850. So I'm just going to put that aside for right now. I also, this is the one that I didn't write in my little book. So this is possible extra money. This is from Snowguard 307. She came out with really cute little challenges to play heads and tails with the characters that she's created. The heads or tails, you can decide what denomination you want to make everything. So with these two challenges alone, I have saved over $184. So that is this money. So I'm just going to throw it in there. Please don't cringe. I'm going to separate it, I promise. This one also saved me a ton of money too. This one was over the year and a half. So this was not all in this month. In total, it says it saves you at least $1,000. This is also from Boy Mom Loves to Save. I saved in total $1,732 with this challenge. For this, I should have at least $660 for this challenge for the month. So like I said, I knew I was not going to have that extra income, so I was just nickel and diming everything. I, for some reason, had $100 just laying in there for extra. I shorted myself on one challenge that was supposed to get $100, so instead of trying to put it somewhere, I just threw it in the binder. So that's just $100 of free cash, no challenge. And then this one is also from Eva over at Budget Your Life. This one also came with dice. So when you roll the dice, you played with the challenge. This saved me over $105. This one is from Debt Free by 43 Desiree. This is part of her membership for May. So this was $65 that was saved with this challenge. I told you don't cringe. I'm going to separate it, I promise. This one was also a membership challenge. This was probably one of my favorite ones by Candy over at Stuff and Budget, but this saved me over $130. You have the race, what you're trying to do, and then you scratch off whoever wins. So I even did the places, and then I also saved the dice amount. So that definitely saved a pretty penny. So that should be $130. This was really fun, and unfortunately I did it all in the background with no video, but this was actually free. So this was a box challenge. This was from Kip and Lou, are also known as the Budgeting RT. As she was going through her memberships, each time she had a goal, she created a new part for the box challenge. She actually created a couple more that I did not have in this box challenge, but this saved me $928. So this was a great box challenge. So $928 for that. This is from Budget with Carly, a cute little Rugrats challenge. I really love this one. This one was $75. This one is from Beautiful Me and You Budgets. I think I'm saying that correctly. I always butcher it. But anyways, she has started creating monthly challenges for about $15, and this was one of the first ones that she created. Cute little movie theme challenge. This whole challenge in itself, the front and back, saved $220. This was also a membership from Desiree at Debt Free by 43. This saved $40. This was from Marlene from Snow Garden 307. This is part of her membership. Her monthlies have been so cool. They're like traveling. So this was a campfire one. I really like this one. And then it had a back for your own denomination. Now technically we could have rolled these two, but I just made them $10 a piece. This one is from Lemon Ivy Budgets. This saved me $50. A cute little bookstore scratch and save. This one is from Jenna US Budgets. This one saved me $90 with a beautiful little otter because I love otters. This one is from Lindsay over at Bookish Mama Budgets. This saved me $50. This was a digital download on her Etsy. I think it was Etsy. I get so much of her stuff. I always forget if it's Etsy or Ko-fi because she gives free stuff too over on her Ko-fi. This was a membership. I've been cutting down my memberships. Eventually, I would love to go back and support as many as I can. But this was a membership from Becca. I don't have her membership right now, but I hope to have it again in the future. But this was what I call the Southern Challenge. So it had a bunch of different Southern sayings, and this saved $43. And then last is Lindsay again from Bookish Mama Budgets. This was a part of her membership. I think for... Oh, it has it right here from the July. So July 2026. So a cute little lemon challenge. I did realize that she had a side challenge on the back and I did not catch that. So I'm going to put this back into my challenges because I definitely want to use this because it's super cute. So with all that being said, this should equal out to $5,850. So I'm going to try to scoot back just a little bit again, and I'm going to count it quickly, but I will talk to you while I'm separating all of it because again, I don't want to try to count it when it's like this. So you'll see me separating it, and then I will catch you up with my life in case you are interested. So like I was saying, I had been working 13 days in a row, and then I would get a day off and then start the cycle all over again. So I was tired. I hate to say that because again, I know people are busy, but I think just after a year and a half, again, almost 2 years of doing it, I just needed a break. So this fall, I will not be teaching, which means my income will be a little bit less. But thankfully, since I started this new job, it's not going to be awful. And if I can pay off this loan, then that is technically extra money that I can throw towards the net debt that will be going after. So fingers crossed. I still really love my new job. It is super supportive. It is challenging, but it's a challenge that I needed. Is it my forever job? I don't know, but it's definitely something I could see me working at for at least the next few years. I have no intention of leaving to find something new, so I like it enough to stay. And it has taught me that I can go somewhere else and be okay, which I think I needed, because I was at my other job. If you guys are new, I was at my other job for 12 years, and I kind of did a little bit of everything at my other job. So there was nothing really challenging for me. And the one thing that I really wanted to do, they wouldn't let me step into, like, it was my title, but I couldn't actually do it because they had me doing the other stuff that no one else could do. So the only thing I knew was to step away, and they filled the roles magically quickly, which is fine, but I was okay. And I think that's what I need to know, is that I could go somewhere else and figure it out, and I am figuring it out. There's still so much to case management that I have yet to learn. There's some days that I still feel dumb, but I'm learning every day, and that's exciting for me. Another thing that I'm kind of playing with is I'm thinking about going back to school. Something I've always kind of wanted to do, but I've been in a hustle era ever since my divorce, and it's something I didn't really know if I was going to be able to get to. Before my divorce, right before my husband asked for one, I was actually in the process of going for my nurse practitioner. Like, I had done all the applications. I had my final interview that was scheduled, and then he dropped the bomb. So I'm glad he did that before I actually got into school, because that would have been really hard. And honestly, it was a blessing in disguise. So I'm not too upset about it, because I'm better off. Not with the school part, but just the lifestyle. But yeah, so I've been wanting to go to school. I've been on the fence about what I want to do. Couldn't decide if I wanted to go the management route or the nurse practitioner route. This job has helped me see that even if I go for the practitioner route, I could still end up in management if I wanted to, because where I work, there's a couple of nurses that do have their nurse practitioner that don't practice the practitioner side, but they are in management. So I've decided I'm going to go back going towards the nurse practitioner route, and then do that. So the cool thing about my job is that it's a big enough corporation where they can actually help me with my degree, and they pay a certain amount every year to help me towards that degree. And I don't actually have to pay out of pocket. Now, there is a cap, so I have to figure out if I can afford it after the cap. But as long as I pick one of the programs that they've decided to work with, I could go to school for pretty cheap for my nurse practitioner. So that is the goal. The next opening for nurse practitioner school won't be until the fall of next year. So I'm going to start working on all the pre-admission stuff that I need to do for now, and then put my name in the bucket. So that is a long-term / short-term goal that I have coming up. And what else? I feel like there's so much to catch you up on. Maybe that I'll leave it there for now. But things are okay. My dad was diagnosed with cancer. On one of my last videos, I said that he went to the hospital. I had a feeling that they were going to tell us that he had bladder cancer just because of everything that happened while he was at the hospital. And I was correct. He does have bladder cancer. He is in his 80s, so he's decided to go the conservative route, which is another reason why I decided to take the fall off, be more present for my family. And so it's awful, and it's sad, and it hits me in different times. But I'm also, thankfully, sometimes this nursing background does help me accept it easier than some people can. So that's easy to say since my dad hasn't passed away yet, but we'll see what happens when it actually happens. But yes, it still hurts. And it hurts to hear my mom sad. So that is also something that we've been going through. So let's go ahead and count this up. Let's be happy again. Let's start with the 1. So we have 1, and I do my counting a little weird. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this in itself is $1,000, and I think that's how I'm going to do it this time. I'm just going to do 1,000 bundles. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's grab the 50s. 5, 56, 57, 58, 59, 50, 1,000. So let me count that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 56, 57, 58, 59, 50, 1,000. So that's 2,000. So we have 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 50, 1,000. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 51,000. So there's 3,000. Then we have 51, 52, 53, 50. And just to help my little brain, because it's math is not its first thing, we're going to grab 2 20s and a 10. So 51, 52, 53, 54, or no, 51, 52, 53, 50, 70, 94. 20, 40, 60, 85. 20, 40, 60, 86. 20, 40, 60, 87. 20, 40, 60, 88. 20, 40, 60, 89. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1,000. Sorry, one more time. 51, 52, 53, 50, 70, 94, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60, 88, 20, 40, 60, 89, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1,000. So 4,000. Got a lot of 10s. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, I think. That's why I do it like this, because I get distracted. 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 85, yeah. 20, 40, 60, 86. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and I believe that's 7. Hold on. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 97. 10, 20, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 98, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 99, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1,000. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000. Okay, the last of it, and this is where I really lose count, so bear with me. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1,000. I meant to not do this and fast forward, but here we are. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1,000. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1,000. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1,000. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1,000. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 10, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 100. I shorted out. Let's try that again. 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 100. Okay. And then we have 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Okay, so far it looks good. So this should be 800. If this is 800, then we have exactly what I was expecting. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so it equaled out to exactly what I was expecting, even with the extra that I found. So let me go over this a little bit more since we have enough money. I am pretty positive. So again, payoff balance as of today is $20,479.16. In the bank, we have $15,413. And so that left us with a need for $5,066.16. The most basic challenge was $28.50, so that brought us down to $22.16.16. All the little challenges were $2,056. That brought us down to $160.16. And then I had the $100 in cash. That brought us down to $60.16. And then that Bake It challenge, the remainder that I had for that I used that book for was $660, which it says negative $599, but that just means that I have an extra $599 that was not needed for the loan. So I'm actually bringing to the bank more than I actually needed, which is awesome. That's just more money to put towards my next debt. I was expecting $5,666, but I had that extra $184. So our balance was $5,850, which is what I just counted. So, and excuse me if you hear growling. Apparently my stomach is really angry today. So I did it, guys. We're going to pay off this loan today. And that is, well, tomorrow. I'm going to let the bank get the money and then I'll pay it off tomorrow. But I'm so excited. This is so exciting, you guys. This makes all that time worth it. I could cry. I could cry. This is great news. So let's hope that nothing crazy happens. I woke up this morning to go to a doctor's appointment and all my tire pressure is low. So I'm going to go put air in them and hope that there's nothing wrong with my tires. And that little light on my dashboard is because my tire pressure is low. So to be continued, maybe I will have to go find money for new tires, but this is exciting. So I'm going to go put this money in the bank. I'm going to catch you up with my life and my newer videos, and hopefully be around more to support you guys as well. But this really does help me to film and talk out my process. So if it helps anyone else, that's just icing on the cake. And being around in this community is extra support for me. It really makes a difference for me to be motivated by having these videos for everyone else to do. So I'm hoping that I can motivate other people too, but also document my journey so I can see how far I've come. I do want to document a little bit better for this next loan. I do not know. I think I have it somewhere, but I couldn't tell you offhand when I paid off my car. So if I do find it, I'll follow up with where we're going to next for the next debt. But $31,000 bank loan is going to be paid off this week, and that's exciting. That is so exciting. Okay, thank you guys if you made it this far. Appreciate you still hanging around, and for anyone who found my video that is new, thank you for watching, and I will be back. I really will. Okay,